The object of Taxi Chronicles is to allow real riders with real stories, share their experience and enhance your life. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have a journalist in the house, a director, a photographer and many more things. And he's all the way from Iran and he works for one of the biggest Iranian media channels in the world. I think it is the biggest. And we should call him Mohammed for today, if that's okay. And he's going to tell us about his journey of life, his journey getting into the industry, his journey coming to England, and much more. And he can explain some Iranian politics that the BBC probably wouldn't explain in the way that he can. So nice to have you here today, Mohammed.
Nice to meet you, man.
Okay.
I'm so happy to... I told you my English is not very good,
No,
but
your
I
English
try
is
to do my best.
Then.
So.
Don't worry, don't be modest. Your English is perfectly okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked you to do the interview.
Amazing. So, do you want me to start from the?
Yeah. So start us from the beginning. Why you came to England?
Okay, why I came to England because I just changed my religions from Islam to Christian.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, as you know, the Christian people, when you change your religion, you cannot even stay in your country anymore, because if they find you, they will put you in the jail straight away. So it's not allowed in Iran to change your religion.
How would they know that you've changed your religion?
Because as you know, we had some actually private church. It was like a house church.
Okay.
The people gathered in there and they pray together for the Jesus and you know what, everything, you know. It's a little bit complicated because as you know, it's weird for the other people in other countries because you cannot change your religion. You can believe in God, but you have to be Muslim, otherwise you cannot stay in your country anymore.
Okay.
So that's why. But there is a lots of people in London, in LA, in everywhere we have like this, like me. They escaped from the country. That's because of that.
Why did you change the religion? What was the personal?
It was because of my ex-wife.
Okay.
So
Your ex-wife that bad.
Now I'm a single man.
Yeah.
I just divorced, but yeah, my ex-wife changed her religion. So
your ex-wife
yeah.
was a Christian or Muslim?
She was a Muslim. She born Muslim. I born Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she changed her religion. She decided to change her religion and she asked me, do you want to do this? And she was my wife, so.
So you followed your wife? That's very interesting.
Yeah, but to be honest, I didn't like the Islam. So because it was something like a force in my country, you have to, they told you have to do that, you have to do this. You are not allowed to drink, you are not allowed to, I don't know.
Okay.
Go out without hijab, you have to.
So you wanted more of a freedom?
Yeah, the problem is freedom because they just ban you from everything in that country, you know. So after that, the police find out something like this. They came to our house. We were not here. We were not there. We were go to the north of Iran. Actually, and we hide in some of our family places. They came to our house, they
Mess it up,
they took everything, took our passports, our ID cards, everything. And after that, it's a long story. And
no worry, we've got time.
After that, yeah,
this
and
is a
after
good
that,
story.
I paid someone and we went to the Turkey, and from the Turkey, we stayed Turkey. It was a long journey. It was difficult.
Well, did you walk, drive?
No, drive actually, with a car, but it was horrible, you know. We stayed in between the mountains for 2-3 days. And then,
did you drive yourselves or did someone drive you?
No, someone drive us.
So you had like a smuggler?
We were not, yeah, exactly. We were not alone. We were with my wife, with another lady and 2 men.
Oh, so other people who had tried to escape?
Exactly, with the different reasons.
Okay.
And then we came to London. Yeah.
So you made your way to Turkey. Did you stay in Turkey for long?
For 2 months.
2
for
months.
almost 2.5 months.
And then how did you get to London?
Actually, you know what? My family paid them from Iran to the middleman. He was in Iran, and it was like they were like I don't know how, the group of
Smugglers. Yeah. So it's professional smugglers who got you from the Iranian border to England.
And they bought a ticket for us, and they made some actually ID card passports for us.
Okay.
Yeah, and we
So what were the passports that they made? Were they Iranian passports or?
No, it was not Iranian passport. It was something else with other.
Okay.
It was from another country with another names and blah blah blah. And we never see the passports, because the man just put them in the counter and took the tickets and hold the passports, and that's it. And when we arrive in London, we don't have nothing, no passport, no nothing.
Yeah. Okay, but everything was paid for already though.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
And so what was your first impression of London when you first got here?
Actually, it wasn't the only pressure for me, because you know what, my ex-wife family, they live here, so they came to the airport. They took us from the police after 24 hours. They keep us there.
The police kept you at the airport?
Yeah, of course, because we don't have any passport or nothing.
How did you get on the plane?
I told you, the middleman
he handed it to the person in the other end of the airport.
He took the tickets. He gave the tickets to us. He came with us until the board. They checked the passport. He took the passports, and we go into the airport.
Oh, so they're well connected. The middleman's well connected.
And they destroyed the passports. Yeah, that's it. So, it's you know what? It's happening every day.
Yeah, I can believe it. But it's interesting to hear your story, because I think people can learn from your story, and they can open their minds and not have closed mindsets.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's why I'm very fascinated, and I'm kind of probing for details.
Yeah.
In that respect. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then it was the only thing here, because they were so really polite. The police, everything.
Okay.
In the airport. They did amazing, to be honest.
Did you tell them that you came from Iran?
Sorry?
Did you tell them that you come from Iran?
Yeah, I just explained exactly a story for them as well.
All right.
But it took 24 hours to do the paperwork and everything.
Okay, so it's very quick.
Yeah, but it was the beginning of the story, so it took something like 2 years until the government
allowed you to stay.
Allowed us to stay and answer.
So in that 2 years,
the case is approved, and that's it. But we had lawyer, everything.
Were you able to work in that 2 years?
No, nothing.
Really?
No work, no rent, no driving, nothing.
So you just totally depended on your wife's family?
Somehow, yeah.
Somehow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said
actually, yeah. It was something like this. I had a little bit saving, so it was a difficult time for me, but I survived.
Your family that you left in Iran, what happened to them? Does the police come to them and say, "Where is he?
Exactly.
Tell him to come back, otherwise we'll harm you"?
just 2 times, but they cannot do anything with them. They cannot do anything with them, so they can just go after us, and then that's it. Because when you are not there, you are not there. You know?
So your family there just say, "We don't know what happened."
Exactly.
And they make their threats, and then
you know the police, everything, they know everything, But when you escape, they cannot do anything. That's it.
Okay. So how long have you been here now then in England?
It's almost 4.5 years.
Okay, so it's quite recently then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm happy you're here.
Thank you.
So you telling me you work? No, you didn't tell me. What was your first impression after the police? What was your impression of London as a community, as a city?
The London is amazing. I love London. The only thing is just it was a pressure for me. It was a mentally pressure because I had everything in my country. I just left everything behind, my house, my car, my family, my friends, everything, and came here. And I was really alone here when I came because, you know, my wife's family is not my family, and they cannot be my family.
Really? Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought under that your culture.
Yeah.
I know you're not Arab, you're Persian.
I'm Persian.
Yeah, so I thought Persian culture, you marry your wife and you become one.
Yeah, but it was not like this. If it was like this, I never divorced. You know, it was too much
Pressure.
and problem with them as well.
And you're probably looking at it. I did this all for you, and, and
Yeah.
now you're causing problems. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
And they leave me alone, to be honest. So, you know, I don't want to repeat them. It was a long story. But
Yeah.
anyway, it just finished. I survived. I find a very good job. I changed my life, everything, and now I'm happy. I'm happy, man.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So tell us about your job that you do now.
I'm a TV producer. I'm a creative producer.
Did you?
I'm some kind of actor. I did 4 short films. One of my films was winner in the LA festival
Okay,
in Los
that's good.
Angeles as a best actor. I was candidated for the best actor. But I couldn't, you know, actually win the first place, but I win the second place. So
The second place isn't bad.
no, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. So, but my actual job is that I'm producing the live show, which is 5 days a week. It's an internet entertainment show. It's like if you watch This Morning or not. Yeah, it's something like This Morning, but in our language.
Yeah.
We have doctor, we have chef, we have dancer, we have actor, actress, everything. It's a live show.
And this goes out to where? Does it go out to the world or just stay in this country?
No, actually, we have something like 80 million viewers every day just from Iran.
Just from Iran?
Just from Iran. Something
Well, wait
like
a minute.
75
Aren't
million,
they-
80 million viewers.
So aren't those people not allowed to watch it because it's not
They can watch it with satellite.
satellite?
Yeah, it's not, it's forbidden, you know.
It's like haram,
Yeah.
but they watch it on a satellite.
Yeah, the people have satellite in their houses. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are the famous channel. We are the famous Persian channel in the world.
What's the channel called?
Manoto.
Manator. What does that mean?
Me and you.
Okay, that's nice. Me and you.
Yeah.
I knew it had a meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Me and
right. That's good.
Yeah.
So, why did you were you working in media before you came to England?
No. No.
What were you doing back in Iran?
I have a Bachelor of Architecture.
Oh, you're an architect.
Yeah, I
Then
am.
how did you fall into the media side of things?
Actually, from one of my friends who works there for 11 years. And actually, he referred me to them, and I took a test and actually some training sessions. And then, you know, I was not a producer from the first point. I just starting with the, you know what, with the blah blah blah.
You're creative,
No.
assistant,
It's a very, very
a trainee.
something like training. You know what is the? You know what is the auto cue when the presenters read the cue from the television under the camera. There is a LCD under the camera. They read the scripts from there.
Yeah.
You know what? I just moved that. I just started from moving the auto cue
Okay.
and slowly, step by step.
So you showed
Came up.
dedication,
Yeah,
loyalty,
yeah,
and they moved you up to running your own show.
yeah.
Were you the creator of the show, or you just manage it?
We are creator. I just write the scripts, I just create the content, find the guest. We are producing, you know, from A to Z. We are producing the show and run it.
So everybody who works in that channel, so they're all Iranian?
All the main ones are Iranian, but the cameramans, the people working in a gallery, the people working in a cybersecurity, they are not Iranians.
They're just like British.
Most of them are British. We have French as well. We have Russian, but most of them are British. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them are British.
That's good.
Yeah, the technical parts, all of them are.
How often, I take it you do a season, or is it a rolling show? Is it constantly just showing like for years and years and years?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how do you come up with content all the time? Do you always having to come up with something new? You always having to be creative? What inspires you? How do you bring that up?
You know what? It's a bit difficult because, you know, we have 4 teams. Every team has between 2 or 3 people, and we have something like 3 to 4 days to create a show. So every day from Saturday to Wednesday we have a live show, and for each show we have one team. For example, when I have a show on Saturday, I run my show, and that's it. And from Sunday I will start for another show to run it on Wednesday. So it's gonna be a gap, something like 3 to 4 days to do another show. And the other team do the Sunday, and the other team do the Monday, and the other team do the Tuesday. Until Wednesday, we do again. Our team doing another show, something like this.
But in creating the content, where do you get the ideas from? Yeah, but
From our minds.
Does something give you inspiration? Do you?
You know, we're watching the other shows, the other channels, the American channels, the British channels. They inspired us. We are watching I don't know. You can. It's. That's why I'm a creative producer, because we have to create. You know, it's not easy. It's a difficult job. But we can invite. It depends to the day. Maybe some international day we can bring a doctor about some, I don't know.
Okay, I understand.
Some subject. We can have a chef. We can do food. We can do everything. You know, it's interesting, but it's not easy.
What are the big cultural differences you found between London and Iran?
Oh, it's too much difference.
Is there any ones that you found very weird that you try to get used to?
What do you mean?
Like, some people come to England and they're just surprised. They're looking like they're very surprised, and then they find that certain terminologies that we use mean something else in their language or their culture.
To be honest, it's too much difference between here and my country. But you know, my country has a very, very long and old culture, as you know. Iran it was a big country before. You know, back then it was only 3 or 4 countries in the world. One of them was Persia, one of them was Rome, Italy, one of them was China. You know.
Okay.
It was no England existing abroad. It was no USA existing abroad. So, but I don't know. For the time being, everything is changed.
Okay.
We are the 3rd world. Here is the 1st world.
If you had to give advice to anybody in Iran who wanted to leave and come to England, what would be your advice you'd give them? What would be your advice?
Honestly, it's not an easy job. but I'd advise them, if they can, if they have some money, if they have the opportunity, if they can be patient, because I was really lucky that they accept my case after 2 years. I know some people, they are waiting for something 13, 14 years, and still they are.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. One of my friends just stayed for 14 years.
Okay.
So it depends. It depends to your luck. It depends.
Was his circumstances the same as yours?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But they didn't approve him. They didn't answer to his case after 14 years. I mean, it takes 14 years to. But anyway, yeah, it's good. It's not easy to live here. London is really expensive. You need to have a good job. You need to be patient. You need to pass lots of difficult things.
If you could do it all again,
Yeah.
obviously you had to leave. What would you do different? Is there, if anything, and why?
You mean if I stay in my country or
Yeah,
live?
you stay in your country, stay as a
No,
Muslim.
I will never stay in that country.
Okay, so you stay. So you wouldn't change your you would change your religion, but from moving there, leaving to coming here, what would you do? Is there anything you would do different?
Definitely next time I will come single without anyone. This is the main one. Yeah, because she just killed me.
She just killed you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, such is life. Such is life.
Yeah.
What does the future hold for you now?
Say again?
What does the future hold for you?
I don't know. I just try to do my best at my job and improve myself. Otherwise, I cannot survive like this, because I need to improve myself. I think you have been here for a long time, isn't it?
I'm born here.
Okay. It's really difficult to live in London.
I don't find it hard. I just get on with it because it's what I know. Maybe that's the advantage I have.
But here is your country. You're born
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying. I don't find it hard to live in London because I'm born here, and I don't know. I just it's all I know really. I know living life in other countries, and I've lived in Kenya, and I would say that's harder.
Okay.
Because you don't have any social system to fall back on. You have to find a way to make money.
Okay.
Do you understand? Where here, you've got NHS if you're sick, you've got free education for your children, you've got a lot of things that take the burden off you.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to pay your own bills, you get taxed quite a bit.
So difficult, mate. So
But
difficult.
I think it's more of a culture shock for people
Yeah.
than really difficult. Because if you've been sick since you've come here, they've looked after you.
Yeah.
Now think how much that will cost. I don't know if it's private healthcare in Iran. I don't know.
But I don't know if I believe me or not, but I didn't give a penny from the UK government.
Mm.
I didn't take a penny. I just spent my saving for 1.5, 2 years, and then I just worked. So my wife did, but I'm not, because how can I tell you? It's not me. You know what? I don't like to something from the government or someone else. Or I always try to work, and I always try to earn my money for myself.
Okay.
So yeah, but I love London. I love here. I just working 6 days a week. The Fridays are only the one and only my days off. But it's okay. It's good. What can I say?
I
What
hear
can I
you.
say?
I hear. Well, thanks a lot for that. We come to the end of the journey.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
very interesting hearing you.
I'm really sorry about my English.
No,
I know
don't
it's
worry,
horrible,
don't
but I try to
apologise.
do my best. Sometimes I can speak better, but
No, it's okay.
Sometimes not.
I understood you all the time, and I'm sure my audience will.
Thank you so much.
So
Thanks
a lot for that.
Thank you.
And yet again to the audience, just thank you for listening to that. I hope you have an understanding when you hear people coming from overseas and you hear their story. It's not all they just want a better life here. They are escaping from certain situations, even though they do love the country they come from. On another note, don't forget to listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where we talk about and interview people who have invested in Africa from around the world. Thanks a lot and have a nice day. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.